Have you ever felt the need to overdo something like pour concrete for a stainless steel hose reel? Well, that's what we're getting into today on today's episode of Detached Garage. We are putting this stainless steel hose reel into the ground, and it's not going anywhere. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Detached Garage. Today we're going a little overkill. We've got a 4x4 concrete anchor that we're going to put into some concrete so we can put this stainless steel hose reel in my backyard. My backyard's still in a bit of shambles, but we need the hose reel hooked up so we can do some watering of the seed to get a backyard to grow once again. So let's take you outside, show you what we're going to do in this pretty messed up little corner. And once we get this heavy duty work done and little overkill work, then we're gonna be able to make that area look really nice. Let's get outside. All right, let's get outside and show you the area we're working with here. We've got our helper, say hello. We've got our safety cones set up here, and this is how we've been storing the hose in the past. You can see it's just kind of on the ground. We've got the hose bib over there, but we've got the patio here, and we're gonna have to redo all this dirt and everything. And so what we're gonna do is be putting the post in the ground right here. So we've started to dig the hole. We'll put some, like a sonnet tube in there, and then we're going to basically get this guy in the ground level with this concrete here. And that will allow us to put a 4x4 right here, put a cross 2x12, and then that nice hose reel will be mounted right here. We can roll it up. So that's our mission for today. Dig this hole, get this in the ground, pour some concrete, and get this set and ready to put a 4x4 in and get that hose reel mounted. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so it might look easy, but look at that rock. That is slowing progress now. This thing, trying to chisel out around it with some pry bars and get it out of there. But once we get that, we will pretty much be a few inches above the level we want to be at for the sonnet tube that we're going to put in here to do the pour. So let's keep working here. We'll see what we can do. Maybe put this guy in the hole, get him going. Oh, you got the sledge. Maybe we break it. That's a great idea. Let's get to it. All right, guys, we've got the hole dug. It is roughly 3 feet deep-ish. We're just kind of filling the backfill in around this area. This is all gonna get covered with like pea gravel after we get that old air conditioner concrete slab out of here and stuff. So we're pretty much ready for concrete at this point. We just got to get the sonnet tube, get it leveled, and then we can mix some concrete and pour the concrete. So Home Depot run, Menards run, whichever's closer, and we'll get to it. All right, guys, so we've got the sonnet tube cut to length. We are going to frame up a little bit of support with some of these 2x4s. We'll just take some of these screws, drill it through the 2x4 into the sonnet tube. I've got the level so we can make sure this is plumb and ready to go. Then we've got the mixer over there. So we'll just dump one of the 80-pound bags of concrete in there. I think we're only gonna need one, but I did get 2 bags of concrete just in case. So we will get this framed up, get it secure, mix some concrete, pour it in, and then we will get this wet set anchor put in after we get it struck off. All right, let's get to it. All right, guys, apologies for the sun, but we've got concrete in here. We've got everything supported, and we've got our 4x4 post holder in here. So everything looks great. Really excited about how this turned out. We were a bit frantic. I'm glad I got 2 bags of concrete. We did get a little bit of concrete dripping into the hole, but that's not a huge deal. So this is gonna set up here, and then we will bring you back to the episode once we get this set up and we get the 4x4 post ready to go. All right, guys, welcome back. 2 days later, the concrete is all set up. We've got a wheelbarrow full of sand, and we're gonna do some backfilling around the sonnet tube here. We got our shovelers that are gonna help, and we'll get this thing backfilled, and then we'll start the lumber cutting. So let's get to it. All right, guys, the hole is backfilled with sand. We've got the first layer of the sonnet tube off. Just the rest is buried down there. So we backfilled, we tamped it with the end of the 2x4. So now we've got our lumber over here. We've got a 4x4 and a 2x12. We're gonna set up on those sawhorses there. We're gonna measure how high we want this thing. We'll probably cut the 2x12 first. So we'll get the hose reel out of the box. We'll cut the 2x12 to length. And then we will figure out, we'll probably mount the 4x4 up, probably higher than we want. We'll mount it in here with the hardware that was included with this cast in piece. And so then we'll be able to cut it to the height we want it and mount the 2x12 and cut the excess off with the Sawzall. So that's the plan. Let's get to cutting. All right, guys, so this is the Giraffe Tools full stainless steel hose reel. This can fit up to 100 feet and possibly more depending on the diameter of your hose. I'll link everything we use down in the description below. So I've got my treated 2x12 here, and you can see on here that it's got the kind of slip fit where you've got you drill your screws and then you mount this on the thing. I think we're just going to mark holes, do a pre-drill, and then we're going to use these lag bolts with the washers to secure it to the 2x12. And I think what we're going to do is basically kind of put it like this. We'll measure the distance between the actual reel and the edge, and we'll give the same distance on this side over here. And then we've got our 4x4 on the ground here that we will put in place. So we'll get this cut, we'll get this basically mounted. We won't mount it yet because we're gonna have to put the screws down the center of it for mounting to the 4x4. So Giraffe Tools does send you these expanding anchors here. Not a huge fan of these. I'm just gonna use 4 lag bolts with stainless steel washers into this. I think we're gonna be just fine. If not, we got plenty of 2x12. They only sell, the smallest they sell it is 8-foot sections. So let's get to marking, measuring, cutting, and then assembly of this. We still get to put the crank on it and everything like that. But one of the reasons I went with this is because it does have the oscillating hose guide here, which will help guide your hose so you get a nice wrap on the hose reel. So let's get to measuring and cutting. All right, guys, so included with this cast-in bracket, they actually give you all the hardware you need. They also give you the bits you need. So you've got 4 lag bolts and you've got 2 holes and 2 holes. So basically you're gonna get the 4x4 in and then set it with these lag bolts. Then they also give you a drill bit. And so you're gonna drill from one side and then the other side, and then you're going to slide these bolts in and basically bolt it from one side and then the other. So they give you all the hardware you need. Again, all of the links will be in the description below. But let's get the big 4x4, the 8-foot 4x4 mounted, and then we will get the 2x12 mounted where we want it from a height perspective, and then we'll cut that excess of the 8-foot off. it'll be over here. You want it that high, or do you want it lower?
Sure, lower is good, yeah. Go just below the knot.
Okay. All right, guys, so we've got the post mounted, all 8 feet of it. Everything is bolted down and tightened up. We've got our 2x12 ready to go. I've got 1 screw in it, and then I've set our line where we want to cut. So I'm gonna put the top of the 2x12 just below that line. It'll be down a little bit lower, and so then we will mount this. We'll get 1 screw in, then we'll make sure it's level, and then we will do a bunch more screws into the 4x4, and then we will get the hose reel mounted. All right, height is set. This is secured. Let's get to cutting. That's how you do it. All right, final step of mounting. We've got our lag bolts, and I think I'm gonna need the super long extension for this because we've got to get past here. So I don't think these washers fit through. They do, but just barely, and I don't want to do that. So we're gonna actually hold this up and drill this in, which will be a little bit more difficult, but I think it will be worth it and okay. So let's get it. All right, guys, the hose reel is mounted and we've got the Flexzilla hose ready to go. I just need to put the handle on this, and then we will get the Flexzilla hose connected right here. And we still need to run a longer jumper line to the hose spigot over there. But for now, we'll just connect up the old hose before we can make one of those after we get a full length measurement on it. But let's get the handle on and we'll get this Flexzilla hose wrapped up here. All right, guys, so the great news is everything is installed. It pulls out great, it wraps up great, no issues there, but I didn't tighten the fitting inside down enough, and this is why we have a little bit of a leak going. So I'm gonna roll this out, try doing that, but thank you so much for watching this episode of Detached Garage. Not everything goes as planned, but I'm glad we've got this thing mounted. It is super sturdy, and we can just pull it right off and it works great. So if you have any questions, please put those down in the comments below. If you want to call me an idiot for not tightening this fitting, do that down below as well, and I'll have links to everything you see here in the description below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next episode.